Uh, okay, I don't know how to change this. Like, it's like no matter what I do, always gonna be here. And like, I've already changed this and I changed this, but it's still this. So, you know what? It is just gonna be whatever it is. I don't care anymore. YouTube. Why is there so much shit on my desk? It's really not. It's better than glasses. I mean, yes, there's a lot of water bottles, but not that much. I haven't showered in like 3 days. Pretty grimy. Let's see. I don't think Riot actually likes it when I do stuff like this, where you know how it tells you like how many hours you've been watching? I don't think Riot likes it very much when I do shit like this, well, where I will fast forward the whole entire gameplay, and then it's like forced to consider it as like me actually watching it. I I don't think Riot likes that very much. Uh, not even my fault. Like, their fault for not figuring out how to work the system better. Well, Leafy never got paid for his ideas on how to save it, so why should I? Anyways, well, I have to watch it. I'm sitting more close to here. I'll move this over here. Can we skip to the beginning, please? Oh yeah, and Riot also considers this as like me watching it for like 16 minutes. Like, not right. I did not watching it. Oh yeah, I remember watching this. I was just like, oh fuck, please don't pick Garen. And he fucking picks this Garen, no. Not bad. I mean, I do the same shit. I'm pretty sure everybody's like, please don't do this. And I'm like, yeah, yeah, let's do it. So, I can't hate on something that even I do. Be honest there. Yeah, first. Obviously, Nemesis wanted to win. Oh man, fucking reckless, man. Junglers kind of have to just follow the game. So, like, for you to first pick jungle, it's like, I feel like there's not a lot of people that would be down for it. I think a lot of people would be like, what the fuck, you can't choose first, you're the jungler. So, I don't know, maybe, I don't know. I feel like that's more of the problem than anything. You guys snorted a booger. Why am I watching it fast? Because, I mean, unless I see something, I don't, I'm wasting my time. Like, I'm not gonna spend fucking 60 minutes watching this. Honestly, like, I'd rather spend 30 minutes watching it than 60 minutes. This is hella funny. See, you know it's a good fight when you have to, like, slow it down because you can't keep up with the pace of the game, and it's like level 1. There probably is, I just don't know what they are. No, I remember what I wanted to say while watching it, but I don't, like, specifically memorize, like... Oh yeah, so I wanted to oh my gosh. So I wanted to mention right here, you see how they did like a ton of damage after the Rakan? He maxed out W. And like that was their plan from the beginning. Like their plan was to use Rakan and Xayah to boost their turret. Does that make sense? So their whole plan from the beginning was to always get Xayah and Rakan so they can take down turrets faster than any other champion, right? Because if you think about it, any other ADC in the whole entire game cannot take down turrets as fast as Rakan and Xayah. And I understand a lot of people are like, okay, that's super unfair, but it really isn't, because what Riot wants to do is encourage teamwork, right? So it would, of course, make sense for them to purposely break a champion like Rakan and Xayah, where like it's definitely super fucking broken. Like not even just like, oh yeah, it's just broken. Like no, it's fucking broken. You know, like if you max out W and you have a Rakan, like you take down turns so fucking fast and there's like no way to fucking save it, right? But if you're like Riot and you're trying to uphold the rules of teamwork, like I think this does a pretty good job. You know, like I mean, yeah, there's definitely ways to counter Xayah and Rakan, but I don't know why I should tell you what their weakness is when, you know. So, I mean, that was, like, after I saw Rakan and Xayah do that, because I was working during this time, so I had to keep going in and out, and, like, I think either it was this game or the other game, they started taking down turns so fucking fast, and you guys were like, oh, that's cheating. I'm like, no, I don't think this guy got any E, and I don't think Xayah did not max out E or Q. I think Xayah went full on W. And that's why every single time that turret came up and Xayah was there, it just like went down so fucking fast. Because this happened with Silver W. It doesn't really matter with Silver W though, because that was just like, how do I say this? You know how like in Dota, thank you, like there's a lot of people who are like, we want it to be as realistic as possible. Like, we want it to seem realistic. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so I was like, well, technically, you know, Sivir W and Ashe Q is making the game realistic in that sense, right? So, I mean, you know, but that's like, it's not really game dev. It's called people who like the game, you know, because if you think about it, a lot of people who play Street Fighter get really mad at the combos because they're like, well, that's not fair. I'm like, like, what? So it's that same concept. And there's, yeah, we'll just continue. I mean, we can go on, but that's not going to have anything to do with this game. Yeah, that's why I supported Gamergate. Anyways, the whole reason why everybody keeps blaming Reckless is because he's the one carrying the team. Like, if you've ever played solo queue games, you know that if you're the one carrying the team and nobody else is capable of doing anything on your team, they will continuously flame you and blame you like, oh yeah, we'll just feed. I'm like, but I don't need you to begin with, so what are you threatening me with? But, so, I personally thought playing Garen was a pretty clear thing because I think Reckless knew he was gonna lose, because the way FPX likes to play is if you underestimate them, you will very, very much regret it, because every single one of their teammates can play their lane. Like, I think late game Camille, I mean, he got kind of like, what is it called? It's not like ego inflated, but he felt too safe and didn't double check, and then he got a 2v1 top. Thank you. So, but otherwise, dude, like, he was unkillable, and like, so like, yeah, early game he died like fucking 4 times, right? But then late game it was like, they hella underestimated him, and it was just like, fuck, I almost died if it wasn't for like, I forgot if it was Broxah or like Whippo that came to help him, but it was a top fight, and Camille almost won that 1v1 with like 4 deaths. So, I mean, FPX plays like that, and Reckless knew, and I think that's why sometimes he plays Garen, because it's like, well, if he plays an ADC, everybody would be like, yeah, Reckless, you can't play for shit, which is not really true, but I mean, this is why I took a break from League, by the way, because I was like, this happens every other week. Like, you say it today, and then you say it next week, and then you say it again next week, and you say it again next week, and then, like, you're just, like, wasting your time. You know what I mean? Like, they're not gonna change, so why don't you go find people who will understand you? Beats me. Oh no, somebody called. Okay, this has to do with my personal finances, so let me be right back. No. Hey, you, come here. Oh, my ass. Okay. This. Am I gonna fix my camera? Honestly, can you guys just watch the game? Because that's the whole point. um, Nothing. There's like the Honda something financing, whatever letter of denial or credit something, I don't know. I saw a lot of people on Reddit have that, so I guess I'm not the only one. No, legally I think they're obligated to give you a credit of denial or some shit. I don't fucking know. Don't care. Let me watch my game! Thank you for caring. I feel like it's really exhausting to explain myself. Like, I understand you guys care, but it's exhausting explaining myself. Thank you. See how this guy, like, dies, like, 4 times within, like, freaking 20 minutes? No, this is the Donkey 10-minute AFK strategy. Did Donkey... I actually don't know, because he stopped making videos, and back then you could 1v9 a game, and Riot would let you. But, I think they started seeing the negative impact of allowing that behavior. What does that mean? That means people started purposely feeding because they didn't see the point of helping, and that doesn't make sense when their whole point is to encourage teamwork. You see how, dude, he's just using straight up W. Like, he doesn't even use Q, he barely even uses E. No, W is maxing, like, it also does damage as well as attack speed. And Rakan just, like, having him around just fucking boosts it. Boosted! Look at, see? All W, no Q, no E. No damage E. What do I mean no damage E? Did you see the minions here? They look okay. You see? The minions right here didn't take any damage at all because he didn't get any E. And where was it? Or here. See how when she uses Q? None of the minions took any damage. See that? Literally no damage taken. And look at her W, okay? Do you see that damage? That's how you know she took W and she didn't take Q or E. So everybody who's like, oh, she's cheating. I'm like, bro, have you like never played this game? Like, what are you talking about? No, they actually did that with Jin for a while because I kept getting like, I forgot what I did. Oh, I got Q and E. No, I did it with Sivir. But they never really actually, no, and Ashe, thank you. I did it with Sivir and Ashe. But they never really did anything with it until Jin came out. And when Jin came out, they were just like, oh, no, 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 no. And then took it all away. So, yeah, I remember that. Freaking can't play Jin anymore for that. Why did I play Jin? It's a mask. Why wouldn't I play Jin? I mean, he just happens to be a guy, which is depressing, but that's fine. Fuck it, I guess. No, this game has its ups and downs. Like, it's good for a bit, and it gets really boring, and then it's really good, and it gets really boring. So, I'm impatient. Whoa! Did you see that? I almost spilled. Why do I keep standing up? Because my dog is shaking and it's freaking me out. It's stressing me. Stressing me, man. It's stressing me. I gotta go to Target to buy a life straw. I'm thinking about that. And there's a power bank for like 4,000 M something for like $9.99. Like, I gotta go get that, you know? Why? Because I don't want my 14,000 ones to break. So I'm just gonna stockpile them for really long trips. It's not just, well, yeah, that's kind of why I started getting like USB wall plugs, so then I can just like plug every single one of them in at night. Each time I wake up, they're almost 2 hours. Anyways, don't mind me. I don't think you want to carry around something that's like 2 pounds, but hey, be my guest. What an idiot. That just completely contradicts everything. Just so fucking stupid. Oh my gosh, you know how like you can't really say what you want to say because then you'd be like this really fucked up person for like telling them what is right, thank you. So you just kind of like laugh because it's like, what am I supposed to do? Can't say shit, right? Alright, anyways, fast forward. I bet Hilly thing was all like, maybe I should get a tax fee. Oh man, do you see his freaking autos? The struggle. Dog is like fucking vibrating and it's freaking weird. If you keep vibrating, I'm gonna put a jacket on you. How is it doing that? Oh, YouTube does this thing where it starts freaking out. I don't reload it and I pause it and fast forward and slow it, like it just freaks out. Just start losing shit. See, it's just something with the programming in the system. Oh yeah, and they're really good at picking people off. Like they could roam and then randomly pick you off, and you'd be like, "Damn, what just happened in my life?" So FPX is very good at doing that, and Fnatic is not. You know what I mean? It's not even like, oh yeah, you know, there's no wards. It's like they know when you're not. They just know, like it's not really map awareness because it's not like they have like 50 fucking wards on the map or anything. But they just fucking know, like Olaf isn't doing shit. Olaf plays a lot like Meteos. Oh yeah, this was no, it wasn't this one. There was another one of these fights, and then their whole entire team teleported bot. And it was just so fucked. Yeah. And Reckless is trolling. Uh playing fucking no, he's playing Rise. Oh yeah, this is what I was gonna say. Oh shit. Okay, so they picked champions that can completely counter them. Camille has stun. That can stop Rengar. Olaf has the immunity or whatever that runs it down, so everybody's gonna try and focus on Olaf when really that's not the point, and they seem like the idiots that are dumb enough to fall for it. So, and Rise is very good at minion wave clearing, any kind of clearing wave, anything, so that's fucking brilliant right there. And then there's Xayah and Rakan, whose main goal is to take turns. And we got Rengar, an Elise, a TF, and Reckless trying to take all the damage and distract everything because he already fucking sees this and he already knows these people, while we got all this just like chilling. So yeah, just based on champion select, I guess we already knew that, you know, Fnatic would lose. But I didn't want to say it and I didn't want to fix it because then they'll take credit for my work because they're fucking e-girls like that, so yeah, see the Garen now? Well, I already did that with C9, and now everybody thinks, oh yeah, C9's so great because of what they did themselves, so why would I do it again with Fnatic? Dude, DMG is such a fucking... Korean teams are shit, no offense. There's probably like one or two good Korean players, and the rest is just like... But it's okay. Oh, this is the fight I was talking about. Look at this. Oh, now there's 4-man bot. I don't even want to see that in slow motion. That shit was embarrassing. See, look at it. She uses W the whole time, and Reckless is just like, oh, hell no. Look at that W. Oh, man. I don't even want to, like... You guys can go replay that shit yourself. Look at him. He's like, don't fight, don't fight. Look at this. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Look at him. He's like, don't do it. Don't go in. Oh, man. I mean, even if Riot nerfs it, which I highly doubt they will because I'm not even playing the game. So, I mean, for them to say, oh yeah, it's super unbalanced, I'll be like, I never have a Rakan. Do you see it being unbalanced? I don't think so. I mean, I guess you can try and threaten me with real life, but I think I have more real life connections than you at this point, so. Bitch can try if you want, I don't know. I think that's what you guys keep saying, but yes, I guess it's something like Ocean 13. I don't know. Well, I want respect, not money, because you can't buy their respect. Obviously, I'm not the only one wiping the floor like that, am I? So... I mean... I guess we know why Bree-X is working now. Or no, why Bree-Exit was even offered. Because if you think about it, if Bree-Exit actually has nothing to do with, like, politics... I mean, sorry. If free exit has nothing to do with actual numbers or actual like evidence and actually is just some crackhead argument about like elitism and classism using the same language that elites like to use, then yeah, you know, Bree exit fucking happened for that reason. Just look at this fucking game. But if we're really talking about the politics and stuff of like nobody wants to pay for Greece's bullshit, then yeah, Bree exit, fucking yeah, exit that shit. Like, who the fuck wants to continuously bail out people like Greece? Honestly, like, if it wasn't for all the other rich people in the EU, I swear to God, EU would be like fucking so bad right now because of Greece. I mean, I'm just saying from like an actual like evidence standpoint. No, this is just fucking embarrassing. Like, if Reckless was not Garen, he wouldn't have gotten that kill. Why? Are you guys paying attention to the game? Like, even though I'm talking shit, I'm still fucking paying attention, Jesus. Like, right here, okay? Pay attention to Reckless's health. See how Reckless's comes in, doesn't take damage. Exactly. So, if Reckless was not Garen, he would have died even faster. Anyways! I mean, I get what Nemesis was trying to do. I think what Nemesis was trying to do was, not so much stun, but I think he was trying to take down turrets because there's no AD. Well, see, that's why I was trying to say, like, the AP mid damage on turrets actually does sometimes more damage to the turret than an attack speed ADC. If you guys have actually tried to, like, do the math without scripts and stuff, AP actually does more damage than attack speed. Why? Because attack speed no longer takes down tanks. So keep that shit in mind. I mean, you guys don't play based on patches anyway, so like... Well, knowledge doesn't just go away. I've done drugs for a long time, and apparently I'm still not stupid. I like calling it incapacitated. You know? Yeah, like the way I drink. Yeah. That's the only time thinking goes out the window. Otherwise, you know, possible. Well, there's a difference between knowing too much and doing drugs to be stupid versus not knowing anything and doing drugs to be smart. Like, so, there's that. Three deaths versus 4 kills. So ridiculous. Like I'm trying my best not to insult this guy, but like honestly, she's fucking dead 3 times. Like, was it First Blood too? See what I mean? Like they're just so good at picking everybody off, and Reckless is just like, yeah, let me just keep doing damage. Like, you know, he does the most damage, even though like nobody else is capable of it. Like even as Garen, thank you. So I mean, I've kind of known that they were gonna lose. And I didn't really want to say anything because I used to do that a lot for like C9, and now they've taken credit for everything that I've done, so I don't really want to make that same mistake. And when Reckless said there was a 5-man ADC ban, I was just like, alright, well, guess I'm just gonna go find a job so I can keep myself busy. Like, there's no point, right? Well, they like Call of Duty. I don't even play Call of Duty, you know? I mean, they like, what is it? Like, you have to understand, people actually do enjoy gambling. I just don't. You know, but I can understand why they like gambling, but I just don't like it. So like, why would I be giving comments on how gambling should work, thank you, if I don't gamble? Why do I keep using her? Because she's fucking... She's like every single Chinese person and every single like... Yeah, she's like every single Chinese person. Like, they all do the same thing. They all like the same thing. Oh, thank God. And like it's just so monotonous and like repetitive and like the same thing, and it's like, oh, it's like, what are you wearing? We're all wearing Tory Burch. What a surprise! Alright, anyways, I just can't. I mean, a lot of people enjoy that because they're like, yeah, well, if you can't wear Tory Burch, you can't hang out with us. And I'm like, should I just buy Tory Burch stocks? Because I'd much rather do that than buy a purse and be the same as you. Like, anyways, Chanel is a private company. I try to buy the stocks, doesn't exist. Anyways. Ooh. This is already fast forwarding 2 times, so I'm trying my best not to be bored, but I'm still fucking bored. Oh, look at him getting caught. Reckless is like, don't do this. Don't do this. Why? Because, oh my gosh, here we go again. We got tank, 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 tank. Why would Reckless fight this? Oh, I don't know, because tanks? But, you know, this is just fucking great, you know, no damage, no autos, no nothing. Yeah, let's fucking go in on all these tanks. I understand there's a lot of, like, concept of, like, yeah, let's get them really early, and it's like, you guys know that, like, kills don't mean very much, right? Like, I mean, it shows who you know and what you know, but technically I am, because the inheritance is not under my name yet. So, technically it's not my money and I am actually poor. No, okay, so I was trying to take out a loan the other day, and they're like, how many assets do you have under your name? And I actually really thought about this. I'm like, I don't actually own anything. And they're like, uh, okay. Like, they're like, don't you have rent or anything? I'm like, I live with my mom, so like, technically, I legally don't own anything. They're like, is there anything under your name, like a lease or anything? I'm like, nope. So like, yeah, technically I am poor. I'm pretty much like a homeless person because there's nothing under my name. So technically, legally, I am poor, very poor, because I don't own shit. No, that's why Medi-Cal works for me, because I legally have nothing. Like, I don't own any of my cars, I don't have insurance because it's not under my name. Insurance is under my mom's name, car is under my mom's name, house is under my mom's name. That's why my mom doesn't get Medi-Cal anymore. So, oh yeah, and I barely have any credit cards. The only credit card is probably like PayPal if you consider that a credit card. But otherwise, I honestly, I don't own anything at all. Legally. So yeah, I'm pretty fucking poor. I mean, Bill Gates did it. He was like, I don't want my kids owning any part of Microsoft. I'm not going to give them any part of Microsoft. Warren Buffett's the same way. I'm not giving my kids anything. I'm not going to give them my investment company, my venture capitalist. All the rich people are doing it. So, dude, it's a fucking mess. I don't even know what the fuck to say about this. Jebaited! Oh my god. I bet Reckless is like, I told you! Damn it, Broxah! Oh my god, is this what I've been doing this whole time? What do you mean? I would have loved to tweet the whole time that this was happening, just so I can be like, see, I told you should have listened to Reckless, and then everybody would have listened to Reckless, and then Reckless would have won the game. But this is what happened with Sneaky and Cloud9 last year, or the year before. So like, why would I want to do the same thing expecting different results, right? Why in the fuck would you guys pick? Oh, that's a good point. God, that sedan is so ugly. Fuck, dude. No, it's just so uneven. Like, the design is for 2 doors, but you wanted to, like, add another door. Like, it's just so wrong. Like, why? And when I was looking for cars, it was really funny because, like, they're all like, yeah, we only have sedans. I'm like, who the fuck actually buys all this shit? Like, you guys have like 500 sedan Honda Civics. Like, does anybody actually even buy more than one? Like, I don't understand. Like, who's buying shit? I don't understand. Ugh. Well, esports is not gonna buy any cars, so you can be as nice as you want to me, but I'm not, like, I would never tell anybody to buy a fucking car, especially not that goddamn sedan. Like, Jesus. No offense. Great. Ooh, the new Bentley SUVs, honestly, I feel like Bentley's not making money. So they're just like, yeah, let's make a fucking SUV. I'm so sorry, it's not funny, but it's really funny. But, Maserati SUV? Ugh, dude, it's fucking great. What I like to do car YouTubers, oh my gosh, the car YouTubers, like, they are self-taught, like, enthusiasts that, like, actually have goals and interests in their mind. Like, I don't give a fuck. I'm not trying to blow up my engine. I'm not trying to go 500 miles per hour. Like, you guys are fucking insane. Why the fuck would I want to do that? Oh my god. Okay, remember when I said Meteos, you're throwing so much that you're actually starting to hurt your own career and you're actually eventually starting to play worse and worse because of the way you fucking do shit? That's Broxall right there. That's how he got that jungle stolen. This is why I'm not commenting on this game. Well, we are in the community of memes, so... Hilly's like, I fucking hate Alistair! Why? Oh my gosh, have you guys ever tried to play Poppy? Or like, what's another tank? Leona? And then your team, it's not your team not being able to carry, but just like these very melee champs where, like, you know? Tom Kench, actually, I've seen AP or whatever Tom Kench, and it's actually not as useful as like Blitz or AP Alistair. Like, how is Alistair good? You're asking me, you're asking the one person who can't even play Poppy. Like, what makes you think anything I say is gonna be like... it just blows my mind. You know what's amazing? Is that Reckless had a 3-0 for the longest time. And he didn't die. That was probably the most amazing part. In my opinion. Okay, even if Reckless is good, he's got like a whole... Okay, no. So there's a difference, okay? Fnatic is one of those like e-girl teams where they're not temperamental, but like they'll be so sensitive to even the slightest little detail and they'll just fucking run it down. You know? And then G2's like the e-girl team that like doesn't just run it down at every single fucking detail of their fucking life, right? They're just kind of like, I want to win so bad that like I don't really give a fuck right now. Like, I just want to win. You know? So like, and yeah, no, how do I say this? I don't really know if it's like e-girl or what it is, but there's like these useless people who play the game sometimes where they don't die, you know, but they also don't win. Thank you. They just like, I don't know what they are because they're not e-girls. Because what e-girls will do is they'll beg you and like annoy you until you let them win, right? But these people aren't like e-girls. They just don't die. They don't run it down. They don't instigate fights. They just like like, I don't know what the fuck they are. And then it's actually really useful because, like, when it comes to stuff like G2, thank you, where, like, Wonder and Mickey X, whatever. So G2 top bot, and ADC. Their ADC is a prime example of it, where like it's really, yeah, it's, they're not like good, but they're also not bad. You know, and then G2 top and G2 support is kind of like e-girl, but not too much e-girl, you know? They like, they know being e-girl, not they know it's wrong, but then like they want to win so bad that like they don't do certain things, you know? No, G2 is not good at all. Like, it's just Jankos and Caps carrying the whole entire fucking team, and nobody, as long as top and support don't fucking feed, they always win. You know, but when top starts to try and like go solo on shit, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go take this turret, like, no, Perks is the original good guy. You know what I mean? Like, no, if Perks was like the mascot of GG, you know what? I'd be supporting GG all day. But Perks is not the mascot. And that is not what good guy Gary does. So, yeah, no, I don't think so. What does this have to do with this game? It doesn't. I just don't feel like it, it looks like a really bad game. And I don't want to be toxic and I don't want to insult people, so I'm just sitting here kind of. Yeah, don't you guys hate that shit? Like when you're playing ADC and they're like, yeah, go ahead and take down a 4 tank team. Go ahead. I'm like, yeah, sure, of course. They're like, you got the attack speed. Okay, like, yeah, sure. And then if you try to tell them no, it's like, well, we'll report you for feeding. It's like, dude, there's fucking 4 tanks. The fuck do you want me to do? Like, I don't understand. We're gonna all report you and get you banned. Okay. Okay, I'm trying my best not to involve that right now, but yes, it pretty much. If you don't pay us the protection fee, we're gonna fucking kill you and your whole family. So yeah, it sounds the same to me. Finally, it's over. Next! One of these games was actually kind of interesting because they like tried to fight back, but it didn't really actually work. Stop restricting Pregu. Pregu? Defend free speech. What the fuck is this guy? Like he's forgetting what the fuck he really came here to do. He's like, let's just filibuster this. Oh, I'm so toxic. Oh yes, for a friend. All right, okay, I'm stopping. Dude, who the fuck would call that? I don't even. Oh my gosh, they keep switching sides. I'm like, I'm ready to be on the blue side, and then they're not on the blue side anymore. They're on the red side. Oh, my brain. I don't really remember this. Oh, was this the one where Reckless actually did pretty good? Actually, no, yeah, he did, because I remember the Lucian. Why was the Var so bad? Because he has the slow. The range. Not just like buff fucked everyone. Oh, the Veigar was good at trapping. No, that was a Faker game. Well, Faker, you know. Do I think FPX will win? Well, they are an Asian team, and Asian teams are known for, like, how do I say this? Remember how AHQ, their owner, was paid to throw or something like that, and he didn't want to throw? Or, like, something like that. So, Asian teams, you never know, you know? That's why I was laughing. I think they actually win this one, and they lose the next one. I'm sorry. Every time people ask me to play, like, so remember when I said Kaisa, thank you, was a very melee ranged thank you champion? Why doesn't he play another ADC? I don't think it matters what ADC he fucking chooses. Like, if his team cannot hold their lane, like, there's nothing that can ever win the game. Like, I don't think you guys understand. I don't like taking my butt off the chair. It involves me actually getting up and moving. And I don't know if I like getting up and moving. Oh no, I already watched this. There's nothing special. They're just really bad. You see how they, like, want so much from Reckless? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, they wanted Reckless to be part of that fight, and it's like... What are they, level 5 right now? Yeah, sure. He's definitely gonna ult there at level 5, guys. You see how they came in automatically to come get Reckless? Because their Rek'Sai is almost 6. That Rek'Sai could have fucking ulted Reckless right there. And totally gotten that kill. Look, the Rek'Sai's coming. The Rek'Sai could have totally ulted a Reckless right there. What is Alistair gonna do? Throw him into the jungle so then he can tunnel out of it? I mean, under the turret, not the jungle. It's stupid shit comments like this that I didn't see the point of helping fnatic. Obviously my strategy works, so I'm just glad that people who actually know how to play the game tried out my strategy, and oh my god, they've been winning all the games. So I'm probably still gonna take a break from League of Legends and just commentate on, like, other games. I mean, I would love to play, but every time I play, I find out new ways, so then, like, your original strategy isn't gonna work, you know? So, why not just... Where did I get that idea from? When you guys 5-man banned Reckless as ADC champions? I mean, we all enjoy a good solo queue game with a LeBlanc support and a Cinch support. I mean, come on. Who doesn't enjoy a good old LeBlanc game? Dude, that shit was so bad. It was so bad. Oh man. Why didn't LeBlanc's support get banned? Because I don't report people for coming up with fucking brilliant ideas. Duh. Reckless was like, damn, what the fuck, Nautilus? What the fuck? Why he... I mean, it was pretty clear. Reckless wanted to go in. But I think he calculated his consequences and was like, Lucian? Nautilus? Not worth. So, yeah, I don't know. I think, how do I know this? Because Alistair was already like, I got you, bro, I got you. And it's like, how many times did Reckless die last game? So, no offense, but I would have to go with a no as well. Did you see that guy in the jungle? Did you see Lucian, thank you, just chilling on the side like, bro, I got you, bro, I got you. Why am I bringing this up? Because fnatic, FPX threw for fnatic here. Do you see how their team is constantly within range? Like, they can so easily kill all of them. And that, people, is why I wanted to work at an hourly wage job instead of a salaried job. Because when you grow up, right, having a certain amount of influence, you hear this shit, like, literally all the fucking time. I mean, I just support homeless people because they're peaceful, so when they beg for money, it makes sense, but... People are like, oh my god, fnatic is actually so good. I'm like, you realize FPX has been in range the whole entire time. Like, when you guys try to pick off one of their teammates, they have two more in the jungle. Within range. So... See, look. Rek'Sai is over there again. Rise is right over there. And then you got two more in mid lane. 2, 4 versus 3. Right there. See? That's why I don't even know how to compliment this game. 3 just emerged magically out of the jungle. Oof. Lucian! The trolling is about to backfire! Oh my god, was this the game where they spent like 30 minutes trying to close out the game? Dude, I was laughing so hard. I was just like, oh my god, this is embarrassing. They're like trying so hard. They tried every single strategy, but they just won't get the... No, it's not they won't get the mid turret or the top turret. It's because they cannot get it. Oh god. Reckless was right. He was like, you know, the only team I am worried about is FPX. Anything else, I think it's perfectly fine. But FPX, I'm not so sure about. Shoulda listened when he talked about it. I'm about to start humming like my computer just so we can break the silence. Oh man. Look at la 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 la. Oh shit. Oh god, dude. They did this for like at least 1 or 2 more times. And then they're like, alright. We can't keep fucking with them. Oh man, that shit was embarrassing. Oh yeah, and Reckless got those 2 fucking minions, and I was like, well, yeah, I guess so. Did you see him? He walked out of the range of the plant. Oh fuck, they're so good. Dude, Fnatic keeps going in like, oh yeah, you know, they seem like they're just by themselves, and then they get fucked every single time. They're like, yeah, it's definitely a great call, guys. Go, go, go. And then all of a sudden, like, the whole team just comes out from the shadows. It's like, oh goddamn. look at Fnatic. Oh my god. For a team that's 11 and 20, and the amount of health they have left at 11 and 20. Okay, so there's only 5 people on a team, right? That's like, that's 11 minus 20. That's 9. Okay, what is 9 closest to? 10, right? You don't see how that's bad? Seriously? I actually like you guys showing me ads. It's so fucking entertaining. I think when you work for an ad company, like, not Geico, because recently they have been having really bad commercials, but, like, when it comes to saying, like, oh, I have this, cereal or whatever, and I want to make a jingle or a slogan for it, that's the only time I think getting a college degree is very important. Yeah, because you have to understand how marketing and sales works, but otherwise, like, I feel like you're better off hiring a drug dealer. Like, if a drug dealer can sell you shit you don't need, like, I'm pretty sure they'd be pretty good at making commercials. You know what I mean? So, that's actually, I think, why Asian companies do better. Because I don't think they discriminate like that, and that's why Americans come up with some very questionable stuff. I think this was the last game they had. I don't think there's a 5th game. No, you can tell Haley's trying. Yeah, whoever did that, thank you, because oh my gosh, it was so difficult. I was just like, fanatic support. Thank you. It's not trolling too much, it's that you're not trying to get better. And because you're not trying to get better, you're just like wasting your time and like just wasted. That's about it. No, that's why I said ELO boosting in season 1 is different than ELO boosting now, so. This is already fast forward times 2. See? I told you guys on an international level, you're really fucking bad. I've said this a billion times. Well, I mean, normal people buy newspapers, right? Rich people already know everything. Why would they need to read the newspaper? They can just talk to their own fucking friends. Be like, hey, so, you know, you own that newspaper outlet? Yeah, can you tell me what's going on? Why would they fucking need to buy it? So, I mean, if anything, they might have to fire you because you don't know how to write what the people want. Then go fucking write on Medium. I give a fuck. Pimps and whores! Pimps and whores! Alright, what is that? That's from Accepted? I don't know if you guys ever watched that movie. Right here. Breeding pimps and whores. Type this into YouTube, and then you can go watch this on yourself. On your own time. Teletubbies. I used to love Teletubbies. I think they canceled it because it was too stupid of a show. No, that literally was the reason why they canceled Teletubbies. They're like, nah, this show has no educational purposes, so we're just gonna cancel it. Because it was way too dumb. Yeah, people said SpongeBob was stupid, but it never got canceled because it was too stupid, like Teletubbies. So it must have been not that bad. I like to scream into the microphone, and I like to peek it at the red. Thank you. Look how bad this fucking fight is. Jesus. Lord have mercy. Oh yeah. I'm not even gonna bother fixing it. I mean, what am I gonna fix? Uh, does any, like, honestly, like, I feel like I should try and not be toxic, but I mean, that ain't got shit to do with Asian people. Let's just be clear on that one. What did our media say about it? Man. I mean, our media with the whole Swedish Chinese tourist stuff, like, even our own media has been like, oh my gosh, why are Chinese people so dirty? They like to spit and garbage everywhere. Like, what is their problem? So, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Well, the focus here is not like me. The focus here is the game and what I'm saying. I just put my face there so you guys can know that I'm talking. That's about it. Dude, does it really take that long for 4 people to take down one fucking thing? Oh my gosh. They're just getting to level 7? Why is this game so long? Oh my gosh, he's so bad. Why does he even bother fighting? Oh. They're like, look at us end this game in 20 minutes. And they're like, no, 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 no. We can't do this. Oh my goodness. It's a 14-minute game. EU got wrecked today. If it wasn't for a Korean team, I guarantee you they would have lost. If it was a Chinese team, a Hong Kong team, any other team besides a full-on Korean team, G2 would have lost. IG plays like shit. I don't like IG. I like FPX. Why? Because they're that, like, mysterious, like... You know what I mean? Like... IG and DMG is more of, like... the reason why I don't get a salary job. You know? So, like... I mean, fuck, I guess. But I don't like the way they play, because FPX doesn't have to play that way. I actually don't know. I need to watch more IG and DMG games, but so far they're not that amazing. They play a lot like... It's not old school boosting, it's actually new school boosting. But season 1 boosting style, you know? Like, you don't hold yourself back because of other people. Look at this. This is the Camille that I was talking about. She's all like, ah, fuck your ass. That guy would have died. See? She had no deaths here. Well, considering how Camille has been going like full on feed and all of a sudden she's doing very well with 1-0 and 2, right? You would think that she would still suck at Camille, right? Look at that. Told you it was Rockstar or some shit. Anyways. Like, what do you want me to say? I don't understand. Well, Sneaky cannot beat Reckless. We all saw that at... What did I go to? What did I go to? All Stars? No, it wasn't. MSI? No, what the fuck did I go? Whatever that thing in LA was the other day. The other time. A few months ago. Whatever that was, Reckless couldn't beat Sneaky. I mean, Sneaky couldn't beat Reckless and shit. Where'd he go? Oh shit! Goodbye. Goodbye. Oh, yep, and he's gone. Oh, this is the shit that pissed me off. Oh my god, I got hella mad at this. I was like, you guys wanted Reckless to play fucking ADC? You guys wanted him to fucking go in? And what the fuck was this? What the fuck? Look. Oh man, these... Replay. Okay, so this was just I don't know what the he tries, he gets. Okay, so you see how Reckless is coming in here trying to help? Almost gets that kill. And then he goes over here to help. This is why I said fnatic is weak. Because Reckless goes really fucking hard. You know, like, and he's actually capable of doing it. It's just the rules don't really work in his favor when he wants to do. Well, yeah, I mean, he is one of the... He is more of the season 1, like, so young he couldn't play, right? So he has a lot of that old school, like, yeah, let's 1v9 this shit because we can. But he can't because there's the rules, right? And the rules work. I think he just plays way too much solo queue. I think that's what's been going on. He hasn't been playing... Oh shit. Oh yeah, because I took a break. Yeah, so about that. I didn't know what to do. Cause I mean, yeah, obviously I can, but no, cause I know ADCs don't. I mean, if they're boot camping in Europe, that's obviously not the problem. So if you ever watch Reckless's streams, Reckless shot calls for him, Hilly, a lot. And Hilly and Nemesis are capable of doing the damage, but they don't push as hard as Reckless. So yes, Reckless can win the game, but there's something else here that is not public information. What was their KDA? No, he wanted to go in. But you see how he's scared of this guy? Oh, God. Well, when I'm around, I've never seen Hylissang and Reckless playing scared. Ugh. No, that's why I didn't really have anything to say about Reckless losing, because I was like, I know exactly what's going on here. And it's a lot of personal problems being brought to the team when it should be staying personal problems, and that's actually one of the main reasons why I don't want to make friends with anybody in esports, because a lot of times they'll be like, well, aren't you my friend? And it's like, bro, I'm trying to do my job. Like, what the fuck? So I mean, I see what they do to you guys, and honestly, I'm not really interested in having the same problems. Simple as that. No, Broxah's a lot like Meteos. Like, they will keep playing the game, but when they see you throwing too much, like, they're just not gonna give a fuck. Like, Meteos, he used to try a lot, but after a while, when everybody kept giving up, he kind of gave up himself, so. Broxah plays a lot like that. Well, for you to be winning the world championships, thank you, you should probably be picking someone who can win worlds, not just win not worlds. Well, that's the thing. Nemesis and Hilly really work with Reckless, so those three people can solo carry the whole team. Broxah just gets really emotional, not emotional, but like kind of like Meteos, you know? Like, it's not frustrated, it's just like, it's different than like, it's just like annoyed, you know? You get annoyed at certain shit and you're just like, fuck this. And that's how Broxah plays. So, I don't know how to fix this. Because Meteos started running it down too, so like, I don't know how to fix it. Meteos is still running it down, kind of, so. Well, Dyrus is like that. Huni is not really like that, but maybe you guys should get Huni back. fnatic should get Huni back. No, Huni plays really well with Demonte because they both don't really give up. But when yeah, exactly. You guys have seen that lately, right? Like Huni, whenever he is really temperamental or whatever it's called, he starts feeding a lot, but then when Demonte continuously tries his best, Huni will start playing again. So I don't know, but Huni, Broxah, Meteos, they all kind of have that, like, you know. I don't think it's anything criminal or like threats of any kind. I think it's just like, it's just the shit that happens in esports. No, it has nothing to do with criminal activities. It's just really shitty people. No, it's not like, oh, it's a girl that did this. No, it's guys. And that's why I kind of like do this because it's like, I know a lot of times you guys are like, oh, girls are causing this. And I'm like, actually, I'm a girl and I don't like that either. So for you to say, oh, yeah, it's definitely a girl's fault, like, not really, because they kind of do the same shit to me. So. Nemesis and Healy are from the same country? What? I was just looking at their flags because I was like, they have the same color. Um, let's see. Esports. No. I don't think what you said is true because I don't think they bring home anything. If they cannot beat Worlds, they bring home 32,000, right? So if it's 32,000 something, that's not including flight, food, housing. They have to pay for all these people. So that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The manager in here? No. So there's 9 people there. 9, 10, 11. So what's let's just do 11. No. 32, 1, 2, 3 divided by 11. So each person only gets 2,909. So that, like, you can live for one month in your apartment, and then you're back to being homeless. Like, I mean, if you think being rewarded means losing out, sure, I guess super rewarded. I guess I don't know. Well, see, that's why I always bring up like criminals, like actually legitimate criminals, because it's like you're not selling drugs, you're not being forced or raped by anyone. Like, you're literally sitting at your computer in a safe environment, and like you're telling me I should feel sorry for you. They're Koreans and Chinese people. And there was no even FPX last year. Why was this good? I mean, if Africa's and then EDG, Vitality is shit. Flash Wolves, we just be gambling way too much. Flash Wolves, AHQ, gambling too much, don't judge us. Um, who was playing last year? Ha! Who is left? Here, I'll explain my picks since we're here. Um, what does that mean? My pick is that SKT would win over Splice. Why did I pick DWG? Because I think G2 sucks. I'm sorry, but I guess DWG sucks more than G2. Why do I say that? Because I think they do actually. This is like not going into. Where's today's VOD? I saw the end of this, but let me just observe. I think DWG plays a lot like they throw games a lot. And not a good way of throwing. In like a really bad way of throwing. Like very obviously throwing. Not like, oh, I'm trying to make it look like an enjoyable game throwing. Why does it get stuck? Because YouTube sucks? I mean, if YouTube didn't suck, then why is all the creators complaining? Oh, I can't upload my video. It's been 2 hours. No, that's why I refuse to do shit to my computer, because now you're just fixing their shit for free. And the last time I remembered, I think they tried to get Leafy's content removed after he said ways of how to fix Google Plus. They can make money off it, but hey, guess fucking retarded then. I mean, considering my dad's like was the director of Foxconn, can you see why being this way would just be fucking retarded? Because then they could be like, yeah, Foxconn fired me because I was too smart. Do you see how that could literally ruin the company? Oh yeah, Christine's dad's a piece of shit. You see how that would affect me? Well, you see, the whole point of esports and social media and freedom of speech is so shit like that will never happen. You can't say, oh, he said, she said, you were bragging about how smart you are, but you don't know what the fuck you're doing and everybody sees it. Like, I don't know what the fuck you're gonna say about it now. Yeah, that's why I thought that Mexican video was hella funny, because that black guy was like, damn, this is the shit that we need to be fucking doing. They just straight up walked out. They don't give a fuck. They just fucking left. And I was like, yep. Yep. I mean, if they're already criminals, how the fuck, why would they care? So dumb. Dude, this was such a painful game to watch earlier. I was just like, oh my gosh, when will it end? Oh my gosh, they're so bad. They're like equally bad. Hey Rufus, you want to sit by yourself? Because you're getting really hot. I can hear you panting. Stop it. Go over there. This is a long and painful game, man. The last game was a little bit interesting. Fix your posture now. Get upright. Hey. No, thank you. What? You guys don't talk to ads? I mean, if Google's like listening or whatever you fucking say with your tinfoil hat, then I mean, shit. Can I get like some Pizza Hut ads, or like some Burger King, or maybe some Carl's Jr., some Wendy's ads, you know, like any kind of food ad you guys have. There's also like cheese ads, like progressive is nice, insurance ads, credit card ads, you know, stuff that actually benefits me. You know, I'm not trying to get all this spammy shit like fix your posture shit. Like, give me some ads that I can actually use. That'd be great. Oh yeah, that's actually how I found the insurance this time, because I was like, alright, let me think about all the people spamming me with fucking ridiculous insurance ads. Gotta think. And that's kind of how I came up with like Esurance and 1-800-GENERAL. See? Ads. You think I'm kidding, I'm really not. There's a reason why I call the general, right? Because they're like 1-800-GENERAL. Yeah, it's Hulu ads. Because I'm in California. Goddamn USAA. You know why USAA keeps giving me ads? Because I always check the ratings, and since they have the highest ratings, but I can't get it because I'm not currently enrolled or retired veteran. You see how I'm like able to memorize everything you guys Alright, there's also the ads of like, you guys gotta give me more like disease ads so that I can understand what drugs you guys are trying to sell people, because that's just entertaining. They're like, it's okay, don't worry about the heartburn. Please let your doctor know if you start having like skin diseases. Please call us for your free trial. Oh yeah, and there's this one ad where you like have to text something and then you get like testosterones or whatever. And they're like, haha, she likes it. Oh man. Sorry, I like ads. It's funny. Maybe you guys need to make some hormones. Be like, yeah, he likes it. Oh man, I've been fucking around too much. I canceled my no commercial Hulu because like I was watching things way too fast, and like you guys don't actually have that many shows. So then I started putting the ads back, so then I would have like something to learn and memorize, you know? Versus just watching a ton of shows and then running out of things to watch. So I just canceled my ads. My no ad subscription. And then now I memorize like a bunch of commercials like 1-800-the-general. And that new marshmallow Geico ad is fucking retarded. He's like, ugh, I got a marshmallow on my face. Yeah, see, I watch TV a lot. I don't think ads are annoying. I think they're very entertaining. Why? Because they're like, go now to your local Honda dealership while the freaking sales lasts. 800 for a lease. Lease now. And then there's what? Rocket Mortgage? You can't afford a home? Rocket Mortgage. And then there's another one. There's a freaking like car something. Carvana, thank you. They're like, oh yeah, you want it? She just got a freaking Jeep today. Oh, and then you go to Carvana, it's like, nah, fuck this. And you go on the website, it's like, oh yeah, 0 down. Oh, bitch, 10,000 down. Okay. Dude, I love ads. And then there's like Nerd Wallet. Know what card to use. Never wonder again. Dude, I'm memorizing like all the freaking commercials. No, it's actually very good. Like Credit Karma is actually super fucking legit. You know how they have like those commercials with like Experian and shit, and like those things aren't even as good as like just Credit Karma. There's one more, Nerd Wallet. Nerd Wallet ads aren't really that good. The whole like know what card to use thing isn't really like interesting to me. Like all the articles you guys write of like what credit unions to use or what credit card to use, that shit, now that shit is useful. But this has nothing to do with League of Legends. Do you see how they play? What do you want me to say about this? Okay, so let me 7-2. Let me explain the next fight. Oh no, it wasn't this good until the end. It was like good around here. What? I think DWG was throwing and then they threw too hard and then they're like, oh shit, we're not trying to lose this game. And then they started playing better and then G2 was like, oh hell no, I'm not about to lose. And then Perk's flash stayed there. That flash. And then the game got really exciting because now like Yasuo's no longer throwing and Zaya's no longer doing like shit. NerdWallet app? I didn't download it. Looks like shit. Rather just read your articles because you guys are really good. Like, look at this fight. What the fuck is this? There's 4 people. Oh yeah, and then he fucking goes into the bush and then they all fucking... And then I think this is when they started reverse sweeping. And you guys were like, no, G2 is gonna lose! And then I don't remember what the fuck happened. I think DWG sucks. I don't know why, but I think they're just a really bad team. Oh, there's this fight that was top that made no fucking sense. Like, look. Oh, shit. There was this fight right here. Right here. You see that? 3 versus 5. What the fuck? And that is why I say DWG is a very bad team and very Korean at that. Don't forget, Promise AHQ. Remember this? The boy who cheated death, Promise, and AHQ Korea. And then there's Korean, StarCraft, player Jill or something. He's receiving 18 months in prison. Online betting is incredibly, and as such, many underground bookies are believed to be connected with organized crime. I mean, this... yeah, I don't know, man. No, that's why I keep telling... That's why I'm actually making it public information, because whenever you see Koreans and just girl or guy being weird, or like you see people threatening them, I mean, this could probably be why, you know? They're probably involved in some fucking organized crime shit, and I don't know if you guys have seen Lucy, thank you, but hey. So there is, I think it was like dark side of esports. It was like Vice. Oh, State Farm. You know, I can't figure out like what the point of this is. Like, is this guy from State Farm, so he's better than that guy who is doing just the bare minimum? This commercial is so confusing. Like, I've watched it like 50 times. I'm still slightly confused. Alright, so, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but if you watch this, he literally says in the thing, like, yeah, you know, the owner of my team or the manager or something like that was involved in was involved with the wrong people, and he took out a bit of money, and one thing led to another. So it's not me just pulling shit out my ass, like, unless you guys hate .esports, which would be questionable considering they write such good reviews about your e-girl bullshit. So, I mean, I'm not pulling shit out my ass this time. Okay, like I'm gonna just save it all in case you wanna go over this again because you're a fucking crackhead. But yeah, I'm not pulling shit out my ass. Crackhead questions. This is why I just started talking about Nerd Wallet. I mean, I don't know how you're supposed to recover after something like this, right? Like how the fuck do you recover from something like this? That works, thank you. How do you recover from a game like this? Riddle me that, motherfucker. Oh shit, I don't want to hear the voices. No, this is how Koreans have been playing. I mean, if you guys want to talk shit and do that, then I mean, what they're doing is probably the best idea. So, he's playing Rise Top with an Irelia. Uh-oh. And that's it. SKT, I was right about SKT. Oh yeah, let's go splice this shit. Um, what would I pick for these two? FPX for skills. But if FPX doesn't win, then I guess I know why everybody wants to free Hong Kong all the time. SKT or G2, this is actually gonna be a pretty interesting game because SKT fucking sucks and so does G2. And SKT is carrying Faker versus Jankos and Caps carrying. Well, Perks isn't really carrying anything. He's just like the nice guy that's literally like just nice. Like, so I'm not really sure if he's gonna win or lose, to be honest. But considering the atmosphere of pretty much the whole entire world right now, I would personally say that G2 is gonna lose. I think people are pretty sick of the G2 shit. And I think a lot of them would much rather be like SKT. Because at least people on SKT get paid way better salaries. People on SKT get paid better and have more respect than anybody on G2. And that's why I said FPX is gonna win. Because I think the whole concept behind Free Hong Kong is because of people like IG. So based on international politics and economics, I would say that FPX is gonna win and that SKT is gonna win because I think a lot of people might be sick of being treated like shit and not paid for what they're doing. But if you mean based on skills, it's actually very hard to tell between these two because I have a feeling if IG was not actually working, they would play just as well as FPX. And if it's skill-wise, SKT would definitely win because I think Faker and his whole entire team can easily beat G2 because if you compare Wonder and Mickey X skills compared to anybody on SKT, like, yeah, they're not gonna win. So if you mean skill-wise, just based on like individual players disregarding brand and reputation, SKT is gonna win, except for IG and FPX, like disregarding brand and like reputation and like friendships and like international politics. If you throw all that shit out, you cannot tell if IG or FPX will win because I'm pretty sure they play together. Why? If you look, Invictus Gaming. I get it. LOL. Alright, no. Hold on. Let me wiki! Okay, so their current roster is literally the exact same thing as FPX if you look at the people and which countries they came from. So if you look, IG and FPX, they're the exact same thing. Korean, Chinese, 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 Chinese. So if it's really completely based on skill, like no obligations, no sponsorship, no company, no owners, just complete player versus player, IG or FPX, that would actually be pretty interesting. Why? I think IG and FPX actually plays really similar. Like, if it wasn't for all the sponsorships and owners and like stakes and gambling, you can't really tell who's gonna win because FPX plays a lot like IG. Like, they'll throw and then they'll come back super quickly. So like, if it wasn't for anything, I actually would not be able to like just guess like off the top of my head who's gonna win. Does that make sense? Because they play so similar that like I actually want to see who would win. Like, you know what I mean? No, yeah, exactly. Because Jackie Love and all of that, like everybody's like, oh my gosh, look at Ning, look at this, and I'm like, you know, honestly, I'm actually curious who would win. Like, you know, there's like big names versus people who don't have names, and the people who don't have names are like actually sometimes even better if you play like solo queue and in the community. So like, who would really win if it wasn't like, you know, no sponsor, no brand, no sponsorship, no company, no gambling, none of that. Who would win? You know, like you can't guess because you don't know, right? Like you can say, oh yeah, Jackie Love is like fucking hella boosted, but I don't think he's that boosted in solo queue. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think Ning or, you know, they're only boosted because they are working. Like, this is their job, this is their brand, this is their reputation, this is what they're getting paid to do. So that's why I said if it wasn't for all the sponsors, branding, and any of that, you wouldn't be able to tell who's gonna win. But there is a chance that FPX is gonna win because of the free Hong Kong thing. And because the companies want to keep people from coming back, they might just let FPX win for the money aspect of it. And for the money aspect and to make people not quit the game, G2 has to lose because I think a lot of people in Europe do not like people like G2. They much rather have a good salary like the people on SKT. So when it comes to money, SKT is gonna win. When it comes to money, FPX is gonna win. So yeah, I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen. I don't know if they're gonna go based off politics. I don't know if they're gonna go based off skills, you know, because if you think about it from like a gambling perspective, either they have to respect the free Hong Kong thing and let FPX win, or they could be like, well, you know, if people win so much more money, or like if this prize pool is bigger, then we have to let IG win because nobody bet on IG, so then we have to have FPX lose, so then people in free Hong Kong can get paid. You know, so when it comes to gambling, it might be a little bit difficult to know who's gonna win. But when it comes to gambling, it's gonna be debatable because Koreans and Europeans both gamble a lot. Like, you guys got CSGO and Koreans got that StarCraft shit. So it's gonna be interesting in that aspect because you don't know, like, who's gonna have, like, more gamblers, you know? Because if Korean has more gamblers, then obviously Korea's gonna win, right? But if Europeans has more gamblers, then Europeans are gonna win, even if their team is shit. No offense. But how about China and China? I think they're both Asian teams. So that's why I was saying it's probably gonna be more of like free Hong Kong or like, you know, something along those lines. So anyways, that's just my predictions of what's gonna happen. I don't actually know what the fuck is gonna happen. It's actually gonna be really interesting. What if IG goes against S8? I don't think anybody wants to see two Korean teams, but it might happen, you know? Because if you think about IG, thank you, versus G2, that's gonna be kind of boring, no offense. Like, I feel like IG is a bigger team than G2. Why? I don't really know their other ventures, and that doesn't really matter to me because I don't gamble. So I'm not gonna bet on that. But when it comes to IG versus G2, I think they're yeah, I don't know. I feel like these two teams are shit, and that final might just be really fucking boring to watch. So I don't think, from a business perspective, thank you, that anybody wants to see that shit. Like, no offense. But FPX versus SKT. I don't know. IG versus SKT. I feel like it's gonna be like the same team, you know, like it's just like a Korean. Because okay, SKT is like that type of team, and IG seems kind of like that type of team, so it's just gonna be like the same thing. It's not really like RNG versus EDG, because RNG was just boosted and EDG had clear love, so that's not the same. Ning and Jackie Love are the same thing as Faker. So honestly, for normal people, I don't think anybody gives a shit. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you guys can bring in more money than normal people, or if normal people are just like, you know what, I don't even want to fucking watch this because it's fucking retarded, then, you know, it really depends on you guys. Because I don't think IG and SKT are going to be fun if I think DWG and G2 was boring. So you already know how I feel. But FPX versus SKT, I feel like a lot of people are gonna love watching that shit just to see FPX shit on SKT. And I don't think anybody's gonna want to watch FPX versus G2 because FPX already beat Fnatic, and Fnatic is usually better than G2. So like, I don't think anybody's gonna want to see FPX versus G2 because it's just gonna be kind of boring. And I think the Koreans on SKT are gonna throw for FPX. So that's also going to be boring. So to me, I think this whole thing is just going to be boring as fuck. I think the most interesting game is just going to be these two. And this is just another fucking boosted diamond solo queue game. In my opinion. Like, I can watch these games on Twitch anytime I want. There's literally like 50 people doing it right now. So, I mean, I'm not really exactly going to pay for a ticket just to see something that I can see on Twitch for free. Any one of these guys, right? Any one of these people playing right now, it's gonna look like an SKT versus G2 game. Any one of these channels is gonna look exactly like a game with these two people. So yeah, why would I pay travel fees that will be up to $1,000 and hotel fees and food, and why gotta watch all this shit for free? The only one I would actually pay to watch is probably IG versus FPX. That shit would be fun because FPX versus Fnatic, dude, that was such a shit show. Like, they had such good fucking teamwork. Holy shit. And every single turn, they were always in the jungle waiting for their teammates. Oh my god, dude, that is like the dream team. You know, like... Ugh! Alright, anyways, I just thought that was super awesome. And then IG, I don't know, I feel like... They don't have, it's not, do they have sponsors? I don't really know. I don't know anything about this team. What the fuck is Fun Plus? What are you? Oh, it's a game? Yeah, I don't know what the fuck this is. Who are their sponsors? They're sponsored by Nike? Fengsu Dongfang? Dongfang? Fengsu Cui? Fengsu? What does that even mean? Oh shit. I can't read the rest. Something Sihai. Oh. You guys will dominate the world. I see. Anyways, no, it's simplified. Simplified Chinese. I'm not too. Oh, this is. See, this is the shit that I love about FPX. I just love their reputation like this. How can I tell? I can tell by the way they play. But IG is some like free Hong Kong type bullshit. Like, oh, I don't know if I like IG very much. I gotta go with FPX on this one. Anyways, yeah. I don't know, man. Griffin had a lot of fans, but I guess Griffin didn't have as many fans as IG. Why do people like fucking IG? I just don't understand this. Why did I put G2 here? Because I knew Hong Kong was not... I mean, okay, so I was hoping... Oh yeah, I can actually explain this now. Okay, thank you. So I thought G2 was going to win out of all of these. I never favored Griffin very highly because sometimes when your whole team depends on fans, it's not always the best. Like, yeah, it's good for profit, but when it really comes to like... How do I say this? When people have enough confidence to go to events, they are probably very, very... Like, I don't think they spend money on the game, and that's where most of the money comes from, is from the game. You know, like, you have to understand, when you make clothes... Oh my gosh, what was that commercial? Labeling stuff? Fuck. Brand making jacket printing company. Forimprint.com! Yes! Thank you! Forimprint.com! Please come visit us at forimprint.com. Oh my gosh, fucking... Oh, Hulu, I've never heard forimprint.com said so many times in a fucking video. I'm okay. Anyways, 24-hour rush. No, hot products. Do you need your company brand on a product? Forimprint.com. Oh my god. Let's do hoodies. Okay. So, say we have fucking... Fuck, man. Large. Oh, I'm good. Alright, show 100, 200, and lowest. So the cheapest is from $7 to not $15.95, $9, and then the highest is $47 to $87. Okay, I guess now we know why every single jacket Riot sells is literally fucking sucks dick. Like, it's literally been sucking dick all day because all it ever does is come up with fucking hairballs. Alright, no, it's just that material, you know? Like, if you touch it, you're just like, ugh. Anyways, sorry, excuse me. But, see, this is some fucking Riot type shit fucking material, right? Alright, so Riot makes jackets for fucking Depending on your quantity. Yeah, you guys realize if it's $7.95, you still have to times that by 576, right? Like, you don't just go, oh, yeah, I'd like to buy one for $7.95, please. Anyways, so... Wait, hold on. Oh no, that's actually the point of my video today, because the point of my video is why Fnatic lost, and to be honest, there's a huge business aspect of it on why Fnatic lost. Okay. So we have, what the fuck? Go with the cheapest, because those jackets are actually worth it. Okay, so this is 29. Let's not look at the stuff that's on sale. Hate those fucking anime prints on the... It's on sale? Oh wait, hold on. It's what the fuck? What the fuck? Alright, so why do you show it to me if I can't fucking buy it and I can't get rid of it? So what the fuck, right? Who invented this fucking site? This is worse than fucking 4imprint. No, I'm just kidding. It's worse than, what is it, Teespring? You guys are all like, oh yeah, Teespring's a fucking spam site. Well, guess what? Teespring actually does a better fucking job than fucking Riot. Alright, I'm okay. It's fucking awesome. Alright, so this is 29 or 45 or whatever the fuck, right? Buy 12 at $15.99. Okay, let's just go with fucking $15.99. Do you see how much profit that actually makes? Like, they don't even make back, like, even half of it. Like, you spend $15.99 and you only earn back $29. Like, what, you got a whole $14? Like, so stupid. 45, yeah, that's why I'm saying, like, this is why all this shit is so fucking expensive. And you're like, oh yeah, you know, Riot makes a ton of money off of this. I'm like, bitch, where? Like, oh god, so stupid. No, that's why I'm saying, like, you can go to events all you fucking want. Like, all this merch shit doesn't fucking make them any goddamn money. Unless you want to buy, like, fucking 576 at $7.95 each, then yeah, you know, but... I don't know what idiot would buy 576 when they barely even have 10 customers waitlisted. But hey, you know, do you? Maybe you want to wear your own merch for the rest of your life and you never have to buy it again. Sure, fuck it. Why not? No, I think that's how Greece went bankrupt. Anyways, so when Griffin had a lot of fans, I didn't really rely on that because I was like, well, I mean, if you consider this, Riot kind of makes 100% profit. You know? If they buy skins. Yeah, that's why they try to keep the salary of artists low, but then there's also the problem of what the fuck is coming out of Morgana's ass after a salary increase. So there's also that. So I mean, I don't really know, you know, I just felt like Griffin was just not gonna win because they have too much bullshit, and same with C9. And I wanted to support Hong Kong, so I was like, fuck it, you know what, let's just fucking put him second. I don't even fucking, fuck it, whatever. And then for G2, I was like, well, I mean, in this group, the only person with a good reputation and a good brand is G2. So I was like, fuck it, maybe they're gonna win. And then I thought Hong Kong was gonna win because you guys all like to play with the fan bullshit. So I was like, Hong Kong's gonna win, and then Griffin, and then probably C9 because not everybody likes that shit. Who won first? I actually don't know. I think Griffin won first. And then they were second, and then they were third, and yeah, because you guys were all spamming like, oh yeah, support Hong Kong, and I'm like, haha, I can't wait to talk shit. I'm not even lying, dude. Alright, so FPX, I don't know anything about that team. So I obviously put them third because I was like, okay, so Reckless said they were good. Well, this was actually just me putting it there to see like how good they would be. Because I personally really like Gigabyte as a company, so I put them first. And CTBC is actually a really wealthy company, banking company. So I was like, okay, maybe they're gonna be second based on like sponsorships. And then FPX would be third because Splice fucking sucks. So that's how I did this. But no, because I never watch any of these teams. Like, I don't know what this team is. I don't know what this team is. I don't even know if they have the same people because I think one of them retired or something. Or maybe it was in Russia. I don't know. But anyways, I didn't think, I didn't really know. So I just fucking picked it based on the sponsors because I don't know I don't know any of these teams. And then obviously Fnatic is first. SKT, I actually thought that they would either be second or last, but then I was like, Clutch Gaming on an international level is never does well. And I was like, I really want to say Team Liquid is gonna lose this, but then at the same time, I feel like they could win this. So I was like, fuck it, I'll just support my NA. And then AHQ, I put second because there's been a lot of gambling. So I was like, hey, maybe they'll make a comeback. And then DWG is just so fucking all over the place, like IG, that I was just like, I think they're gonna lose. So, I put those two second. What else is this? SKT, RNG. Yeah, RNG I felt like was like just only a little bit better than Clutch. And then SKT I put second because as long as people respect Faker's team, he's always gonna win. But whenever people start disrespecting like the situation, all the Korean teams start dropping. So I was like, alright, well, let's fucking hope SKT wins, because out of this whole entire thing, RNG and Clutch is... I think RNG might be more difficult than SKT. Why? Because if you're thinking about it from like a money perspective, I would think RNG might win, because I think they beat EDG before. So that's what I was thinking. But then SKT, whenever people really respect their players, they're always going to do really well. So I was like, from a respect perspective, RNG is not going to win. NA is never going to win because everybody hates NA players. They're fucking toxic and retarded. So yeah, they don't use facts. They all talk like Trump. So everybody, literally the whole entire world fucking hates NA right now because of Trump. So I never thought any NA team was gonna win because you guys are so rude to every single person on the internet that I'm like, I don't think anybody wants you to win ever. So I mean, I only put Team Liquid because I thought Jensen could kind of carry the team, but then I realized halfway that Jensen's from EU. And then I was like, nah, Jensen would never abandon his fam. So I was like, honestly, in this whole team, DWG sucks, IG sucks, AHQ is very, like, underground with this shit because of the promise situation. So I was like, they might actually win this. But then I started remembering that X-Smithy, and then I started thinking about how Impact has to play against his own family, just like Jensen, and I was just like, they're not gonna betray their own family. Like, NA only likes them because they win, but otherwise they talk hella shit. Like, oh, Impact, all Impact does is feed. Oh, Jensen, all he does is fucking all this fucked up shit. He's gonna get everybody banned. So yeah, I don't think Jensen or Impact is ever gonna fucking help you. So I didn't really think they were gonna win. When it came to people whose countries fucking support, you know what I mean? Koreans, SKT, Jensen. Okay. Maybe there isn't an EU team. Anyways! I mean, Reckless was doing really well. I think FPX would have probably been like, hey, we'll adopt you kind of thing. But, oh yeah, I've never explained to you guys what Greece thing I was talking about, huh? Greece bail out banks, no ATM cash withdrawal. Oh yeah, okay. So remember back in, I don't know how long it was Greece's empty ATMs, and then there were like people sleeping on streets or something like that, where like there was like this old guy, or like something was going wrong, like very, very wrong, and then all the old people in Greece just couldn't do anything, and then it was just so fucking bad, right? And then not long after the Greece bailout, there was the Brie exit, where they were just like, you know, I'm kind of tired of like rich people taking care of everything, and then I think this was actually what triggered it, because Greece was bailed out by the European Union. I don't know if you guys know this, but the European Union bailed out Greece. Greece emerges from Eurozone bailout program E. Program A! No. I'm sorry, I'm fucking around. Alright, anyways. EU says Greece can finally turn the page as bailout ends. So I think this is actually what triggered Re-exit documentary. I don't know if you guys ever watched this. What does this have to... Huh? Yeah? See? Britain's unexpected vote to leave European on June 2016. 等一下，等一下，等一下，等一下，我等一下弄。你要
寄这张字，
你要去哪里？Oh, you have work today?
你待会帮我印，然后这个 amount 你会不会写？会写，我的支票簿在楼下。
哦
，amount 好难写，3387会哦。
I'll
支票
Google
会不会
it.
写？
Not really.
很好，下来，等我回来你教你写。
Okay.
那你帮我这样子哦。
哎呦，过去一点。
印这样子哦。
Okay. Copy?
哦
Okay.
Copy，要帮我拿方向。
Okay. Oh my god, I have to pee. You know, the sudden chills if I need to pee. Okay, so this is in 2015, and then a year later they wanted to exit. So if you, okay, so you know how a lot of countries in Europe are like in the you know what, yeah, let's just Google it. Okay, so European Union members. So what the fuck is what is Jensen again? No, thank you. Alright, so there's all these fucking countries, right? Jensen's probably one of them, I think I remember. I hope. Yes. Okay. So, yeah, I don't even know, man. They're just not, like, given Brie exit and all of this, like, they're not gonna care. And then after all the StarCraft players going to jail for throwing games, like, it's just a fucking mess and they're not gonna win. So I chose what I chose just because I was like, in a perfect world with no liabilities, this is what I would choose. But if I was actually trying to win, I would not have made any of those suggestions. It would not work. Look at my very cute Gaz. No, I noticed. That's why I was all like, oh man, yeah, I gotta hurry. Anyways, I'm gonna go. That's it. I spent 2 hours and 15 minutes on this. I cannot play yet because there are certain teams still using my strategy and I don't think anybody knows how the fuck to counter it yet, so let's just fucking keep it that way until we're back into normal season and we can fuck around again in solo queue with Sin support and LeBlanc support, because that shit was lit and I love it. So, until we can get our freedom back, I guess I'll just be working and chilling. I don't really want to make reaction videos because I feel like that's gonna ruin your plans, just like Reckless's 5-man ADC ban. So we're just gonna chill, I guess, and I'll shitpost a bunch of fucking League of Legends shit every now and then when I think is absolutely disgusting. But otherwise, I'm gonna just be here working, chilling, not doing shit. Yeah, I don't really have very much else. Have fun. Have a good day, guys. Afternoon, morning, noon, night. I don't know. But yeah. I'll be back. Oh shit. I'll be back to what was it? November 10th was the last. Uh-oh. I haven't been using this computer because I've been using my like PS4 and other PC and TV. So like I've completely just not used this and I don't know how this computer works anymore. But my regular schedule for streaming when I come back and actually play will be every day after work. I will play League of Legends until I go to sleep, because if I wake up in the morning and play it first thing, I'll either be super tired or the shit from League of Legends will drag into my work and I don't want that. I don't like having this shit, no offense, bother me at work. So I'm trying to keep it as separated as possible. And if I do have a bad game, you know, it won't really matter because I'm just gonna go to sleep. So, thank you. Why did I wear this? Honestly, anyways. Okay, so IG is on November and then November 2nd? Okay, it's on Saturday and Sunday, and then I think after that it's on the 10th. Yeah. So we got 2, 3, and then 10. And then after 2, 3, and then 10, I will be back. So after the 10th, I will be back. I just took a really long time because I haven't been here in so long that like my schedule's all fucked up and I didn't know how to fix it. But yeah, it was nice to be back. I'll be back later on, just not until Worlds is over. While I react to other teams, I don't really know because the only reason I reacted to the whole oh yeah, there's the other Fnatic games. But I don't think it's very important because like the other Fnatic games is just the same problems. Like, you know what I mean? Like, even if they're played differently, it's just the same problems. It doesn't really change. Oh, like it's oh. Thank God. What's the other reckless? Oh yeah, it was a 1-0. No, it was a 3-0. It was 3-0 with Clutch Gaming, RNG, and SKT, so that was no thank you. No, they were trying. But FPX plays very jungle heavy. And they couldn't handle the pressure. What does that mean? Jungle heavy, it means that every single person on the team actually has to know how to play the game. And, it's very rare to have a whole entire team of people who can play together, and it's not just playing together, it's like working well together. Like, the reason why FPX is strong is because they know each other's weaknesses and will support each other in their weakest moments. Because if you watch any of the FPX games, nobody was ever alone. And even if they were alone, they don't really go in to save him and then risk dying as a team unless they know they're gonna get and win that fight, you know? And like it's very rare for any team to have that type of teamwork because it's kind of like I don't think there's only one shot caller. I think they're each their own shot callers. Like I think the mid laner calls for his lane, thank you, and then bot calls for his lane, and top calls for his lane, and jungle calls for his lane. It isn't like one shot caller for everyone like most teams. Because I've noticed in a lot of the team comps for Reckless, Reckless knows what to do, but nobody wants to listen to him. So then shit like this happens. Like, you guys have to realize, like, SKT is a pretty weak team in comparison to FPX. Clutch Gaming is not a weak team, but Huni has that same Meteos problem where he's been playing way below his level and now he's actually below his level. And RNG has always been fucking boosted, even with Karsa. It doesn't fucking matter. Like, what is he gonna do? Run it down with fucking jungle? Like that? I've tried. They took my Shyvana away, and they took my Elise and my Nidalee away because apparently AP, AD, Elise, and Nidalee is unacceptable. And full attack, thank you. Full attack speed Shyvana is also a very bad idea, apparently. So, I've actually tried. I've done pretty well, taking some turrets, not a lot, but soloing as a jungler is possible, but if you want to win a game and for the community to support your shit, yeah, no, it's not gonna work. So, I don't know. I don't think Fnatic would have won against a team like FPX. Their teamwork is good. Their reputation is good. Their teammates are not assholes to other people in the community. And, well, look at Fnatic. So, in every aspect, they have won. They've won the communities, you know? They've won the gamer communities. They've won the brand aspect. They have customers. So, Riot doesn't give a fuck. They followed all of Riot's rules, worked as a team. It's hard to win against a team that follows all the rules and is loved by everyone. Fnatic, they're going with a C9 brand, and Griffin already lost. So that should have been a sign for you guys. You guys keep talking about IG. Like, I really have to, like, watch these fucking games. Because there must be something that I'm fucking missing. Oh, I remember this one time I watched an IG game and they bursted a lot like FPX. Like, they were, I think they were behind, and then all of a sudden they were ahead. And that's a lot like FPX. Like, they'll be really behind. Yeah, the donkey, I call it the donkey effect. Why? Because you guys underestimated Donkey for losing, and then he comes around with fucking fizz and kills you. And that, people, is why the boycott is so terrifying, and why I don't want to piss him off. Anyways. Well, banks are not trying to have you go fucking bankrupt, actually. That's why they deny you loans. Because they don't want people taking, like, their money in advance and not being able to return that money. They're not organized crime, you know? Organized crime benefits from it because it, like, exerts their dominance and they want people to fear them, you know? But banks are not like the mafia or anything. They don't really care if you're afraid of them. They just want their money. So that's kind of a difference there. But people do involve, like, just because one person working as a banker part of the mob does not mean that they're all part of it. Some people are just genuinely like trying to do their job. No, I think that's why Snowden was such a big thing. But I don't really like to mix military with organized crime because I think it's a very, very bad place to go because the military has guns and organized crime has guns. So yeah, people are gonna be very trigger finger happy. This is a very monotonous game. You really put a word on the fucking fucking Koreans. Can this game go faster, please? No, I've noticed a lot. Like, a lot of times the top would go mid and then the mid would go top. Like, what is wrong with you guys? It's not boredom. I think what they're doing is just like, you know how like a lot of times people in solo queue like to be like, oh, well, you don't know how to play my lane, so you can't tell me shit. And honestly, I think some people are just tired of hearing that fucking thing of like, oh, you can't come into my lane, you can't play my lane. And so now they're just fucking switching lanes, being like, shut the fuck up. But like not actually telling you to shut the fuck up because then you report them and get them banned. No, that's why I said I don't see the point of IG. Do I think IG is weak? Yes, because if you really think about it, Dopa is strong, but because of what people are doing, he is very weak. So yes, I do think Korean teams are very weak in that sense. Not because they're not good at playing like Dopa. They're weak because of what people have done. No, okay, so there's two aspects. First is moonlighting. And second is the cryptocurrency whatever thing, right? Like with Foxconn and all of that, like, I'm very well aware of who the customers are, right? And if you guys don't have money, what the fuck are you gonna buy? Nothing, right? And if nothing is bought, then what the fuck? Honestly, like, what the fuck, right? So that's why I have a very big, not very big, I very much support, thank you, cryptocurrency startups who are actually just want to fucking be successful and actually do something with their fucking life, And honestly, like, the whole moonlighting thing, thank you, is like, it's gonna be completely counterproductive, and I don't want you guys to realize one day that, like, wait, what the fuck? They could have done something to help us before because they knew something. You know what I mean? Like, it's that drug paranoia thing of like, you know how sometimes when you're doing drugs with somebody and you're like, damn, why the fuck didn't this guy just back me up when he fucking knew like what the fuck was going on? Like, what the fuck is this shit? He could have fucking done something and prevented this whole thing from happening, right? I didn't want some shit like that to happen, considering Bitcoins and cryptocurrency, and I was just like, I just want to be really smart in this situation and not fuck myself. So I was like, if cryptocurrency startups, thank you, actually become like legitimate companies, then I should probably help them uphold the moonlighting situation. Does that kind of make sense? Because it's like, well, if you're a cryptocurrency startup, like, your whole entire company depends on that one trade secret. So yeah, if someone was moonlighting for that tech company cryptocurrency startup, that's it, right? And then you guys would be like, well, fucking fuck the rich people. Why the fuck didn't they implement something when, it affected, and then that shit would just like, yeah. So I don't want to be at the receiving end of that. Just saying. So of course I'm going to be like, well, I'm not insulting you getting an hourly wage job. I'm not making it impossible, So, I mean, it's not really me doing it. No, because I know there's a lot of like, here. What does this have to do? If you watch how they play, this is exactly why I'm bringing it up. But if you cannot read how games work, like, you know how there's like DJs who scratch music, right? The way they DJ is actually a message to each of their other music, DJ, whatever thing. This is like a music thing, so don't worry about it. But if you don't know what I'm talking about, this is how I read how you guys play. So to me, it's like the same DJ kind of thing where you read, like, you see what I mean? It's not Morse code, you fucking retard. Morse code is military. This is not military. This is like DJ shit. Alright, anyways. What was I gonna do? Fuck. Oh yeah, cryptocurrency startup. Okay. So, there's moon lighting. Okay, thank you, Sergey. Okay, remember the Sergey sentence to whatever, right? So this guy was working. So this guy was working for Goldman Sachs. Here, you know what? Let's just read the Wikipedia, so it's like a shortened version. So between 2009 and 2016, he was twice prosecuted for the same conduct of allegedly copying proprietary computer source code from his employer before joining competing firm. So pretty much, he was working for Goldman Sachs. He made a program working under them, and then he took what he made and left to another company because he's the one who made it, right? So if you're a Bitcoin startup, right? Say you're a fucking Bitcoin startup, like, let's say you're fucking the first one. Let's say you're layer 1, right? Say you're layer 1 and someone like Sergey is working for your company. And they're the ones creating how to farm it the best. And they just take that shit as soon as they leave and they go to... whatever. They go to this fucking company, right? After they go to this fucking company, this Ancient Q, right? And then now Ancient Q has more money than you because they're the ones doing it. Are you going to want that employee to go to prison? Because they just took away probably like $50 million from your profit and gave it to that. Would you want them to go to prison? Probably, right? So, can you kind of see why I say moonlighting and all of this, right? And then there's the independent contractors legally liable for their own liability, independent liability. So, independent have the same liability as they can be sued for damaging client property, causing bodily harm, or in advertising injury. General liability helps. Oh my fucking god, they're trying to sell me shit. You can face tort liability for your independent contracts. You could face... Assume they will not be held, however, aboard the general rule of non-liability of an employer. Even if... Hold on. I'm trying to find something that's like public information so they can understand. Even if a company hired, perform and disclaims liability in the employment contract, the court may disregard the label independent contractor and could assign liability to the hiring party under the respondent superior if the hiring party has the right to control the manner in which the contractor performs the job. See, this is what I'm saying. Like, when you have an independent contract... Oh, God. Okay, let me just try to find... Whether a person for you, whatever, say you hire something, falling, pain, damaging, the general rule is that the employer is legally responsible for the negligence of his employees, but not for the negligence. See, this right here. The general rule is that an employer... See, this is why I say salary job employees are abusing this thing. Because if they are a salaried job employee, you will be held liable because you're their full-time employer, right? But for the negligence of his or her employees, but not for the negligence of an independent contractor. So if you hire someone like Sergey, whatever, as an independent contractor, or if you get hired as an independent contractor, Goldman Sachs cannot fire you or try to take your idea because you're an independent contractor. So you're legally liable for yourself. But because he is a full-time employee, does that make sense? And the reason why I'm bringing this up, Google independent contractors doing more than full-time. Make contractors full-time. That they have fewer rights. Okay, so Google has more temp and contract workers than actual employees, but they have far fewer rights. So a growing number of people are finding themselves in a non-traditional work environment, which means they do pretty much the same things but less benefits. And they have more legal liability but less benefits. Do you see how this would affect esports? I mean, if you don't understand the business and profit side, yeah, you're not going to get it, but do you guys see the like this chain of events? But no, the whole reason with the moonlighting and the independent contractors is if I had a college degree, I would help you guys figure out this exact problem so I can prevent this from ever happening. But I don't have a college degree and I don't have a fucking Google job. So, I mean, honestly, the only thing I really need to do is help Bitcoin startups hire the right employees with the least amount of liability and also pay them right so this shit doesn't happen to them. And I don't ever have to help you. You're the fucking idiot, not me. You can keep your goddamn Stanford degree and you're still not gonna know what I know. My teacher graduated in like 1990s with a Stanford law degree. I think Stanford Law and Stanford Medical School are the least amount likely for the whole business school and the engineering school things to happen. So, yeah, there's a reason why I was never afraid. Well, first of all, I never broke the law, so what is there to be afraid of? And if you guys want to talk about the mafia and the criminal shit, I mean, look at Steve. You really think I'm scared? So, I mean, technically, if our Steve wanted that abortion, then it's because of whores like you, right? Because I stayed loyal to him and I would have had his kid, but no, you wanted to come into our relationship and do that shit that you're bragging about, right? So is it really my fucking problem that I don't ever want to date anybody like Steve ever again? Looks like it's you. Oh, why doesn't Christine ever date another Steve? Oh, I don't fucking know, because you fucking ruined our relationship and forced me to get an abortion even though I would have had Steve's child. You stupid bitch. So tell me again why I would not ever fucking date people like Steve again? I wonder what stupid bitch fucked that shit up for me. Well, the lawyer, I mean, there are mob lawyers. It's actually a thing in New York, and I don't think I've ever been afraid of New York, so that should have been a clue number one, you know? My grandma was hella funny yesterday. She's like, you know why that shit happened in Hong Kong and Taiwan? You know why? Because Taiwanese people don't give a fuck about the law. And I was like, Grandma, what the fuck? Why'd you tell me this? But I only told her, I was like, if you guys know, a long time ago, people in Thailand, people would actually go to Thailand to kill transsexuals because they fucking hated transsexuals so much that they would actually travel to Thailand just to kill one. And then it got so fucking bad to the point where Thailand was like, okay, you guys need to stop fucking coming into our country and killing our citizens because it's seriously getting fucking out of hand. And then they started implementing some rules of protecting like their sex workers and their transsexuals because people were fucking insane. They were like coming from all over the world just to kill transsexuals. Like at first the government was like, "Oh, it won't get that bad." Like it got really fucking bad. And that's why Taiwan's kind of worried because they're like, "Well, you know, they're going to come to Taiwan just to kill people and get away. Like that's not right." No. They're like coming to Taiwan, specifically Taiwan, to commit crimes because they know we don't give a fuck. And then they're leaving. So then, like, it's not really okay for us because now we're left to deal with the consequences, and like they're not. And yeah, that's why I said like for the free Hong Kong thing, you really need to like consider like what are you representing. Does that make sense? That's why every single time I write free Hong Kong, I'm like, all right, in terms of feminism, I cannot support free Hong Kong. But in terms of elitism and classism, of course I support you guys because I'm not doing it. No, you guys, that's not. Oh my god, you. Whatever helps you guys. It's entertaining for me too. This is why I hate seeing like these kind of games. I'm just like, what am I even supposed to do? There's like no content to be made. No, this is why I never want to be a caster or a referee. You know, because like, what do you want me to do? There's literally nothing that I can do. I just stand there and do nothing. And like, I'm not very good at lying or like coming up with stuff that don't exist. So like, if I was to be a caster or like an analyst, like I would fail at my job. I would be like, I don't know what to say right now. I mean, I've seen season 1 Freak castings and Rivington castings, and they were all about like, oh yeah, look at freaking Kog'Maw alting into Poppy's alt, and then like, you know what I mean, like stuff like that. So it never had anything to do with whatever the fuck Deficio decided to do. Like, you know, that's some other shit. Is it more like the actually not even the NBA or the NFL does this. They'll be like, we got LeBron in 53 running it down and about to make a three-pointer and he misses, you know, like, so I don't think anybody does that. I don't even know, man. The soccer, I don't really know much about soccer because like I don't really know the lines and stuff. So I mean, the most that I'm gonna understand is okay, this person has the ball and now they're not the ball, like you know what I mean? So, oh no, I actually know like football and basketball pretty well. So when they say they're on the 3-pointer line or like they're at the 20 yard, 20 foot, whatever on this side or on this side, I actually know like and like yeah, it's not talk radio, it's sports radio. Thank you. I think they all do the same thing though. I think a lot of the NBA, basketball, football, I think they all kind of do the same thing, and they all kind of do it the same way because they want people who can't see or be there to know exactly what's going on in the game. Versus like esports, they're kind of like, oh, look at this person hiding in the jungle. Look at that ward in the middle of that bush. I'm like, what the fuck, man? What the fuck? And then it's like, oh, we gotta be careful because Gragas is in the river bush. And I'm like, and look at that ward in the middle of the bush over there. I'm like, making a 3-pointer LeBron shoots is very different. Like, I don't know, man. I mean, Deficio already got fined, so like I feel like that's the best they can do, but you can like what I think you can do is be like, okay, Garen is roaming and you know, don't specifically say what the fuck he's roaming. Like right now with Elise in the jungle, don't be like, Elise is in the jungle. You know, like okay then. That's It's okay. Like, don't be like, yes, now IG's about to go get the Baron, and then like let everybody know, you know. I'm fast forwarding it ×2 right now. But no, that's why Captain Flowers and Freak are kind of more of the respected people when it comes to casting, thank you. Because they don't do certain things, you know. And Kiana is back in mid, you know, you can be like, say it after it's been done. Unless it's a team fight, you know, don't say things that you know can purposely change the game. Like, if you say, oh my gosh, IG 3-man Baron now, like, if you know that's gonna change the game, and you know that their whole entire enemy team is gonna come to Baron because you said IG is taking Baron, like, probably consider don't fucking saying that. You could be like, you know, Baron, say it some other way. Be like, I don't know if IG's gonna take the Baron or not because I don't really see Griffin going for the Baron, like, and like you can see that there's minions in mid lane, right? You can be like, okay, Garen and Yuumi have reached the turret, and their enemy Baron minions are coming in. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of ways to avoid around it. You don't have to, like, right now you can say, oh yeah, they're all mid right now. They took down the last few, and now we see Lulu trying to clear all the wards. And it looks like they just took Dragon. Like, you know what I mean? Say it afterwards. Because this isn't like basketball or football where, like, it doesn't matter where you say they are on the field. Like, this is gonna matter. Like, if Elise is trying to gank and all of a sudden you're like, Elise is now coming into lane! Like, okay, well, how the fuck am I gonna gank now? No, that's why that's why I said they all fucking sucked. And then I understand a lot of people were saying the Laura whatever thing was really fucked up because she's all like, she's kind of like the Fishio, where she's like trying to get the answer of like, what are you going to do this game? It's like, what the fuck, dude? Like, what the fuck? What is your plan on winning tonight? Yeah, you should see some of the really... Okay, the NFL interviews are pretty fucking stupid. At the end of the game, they're like, oh, how do you think you did? Bitch. And then, like, the press conferences, I don't understand how the fuck you guys come up with shit. Like, did you not see the game? Like, what do you mean? No, that's why Sports Illustrated just has a bunch of naked girls. Like, honestly, there's nothing else. No, you guys say it pretty fucking loudly. You know, you guys are like, oh, there they are, getting Baron! And it's like, okay. Like, Jesus. You could be like, wow, Garen's really only one soloing this whole entire team? Like, no way. Like, when, like, you know what I mean? What are you gonna do? Tell everybody, like, where exactly their whole entire team is? So then it's like... Yeah, but don't you guys have your own, like, thing? Of, like, oh yeah, you have your own, like, computer and you see your own things? Well, maybe if I wasn't going 2 times the original speed, I probably would be able to catch up a little bit better. IG going in, thinking there's nobody in the jungle, and dick fucked! See? Perfect. Nobody knows who's in the jungle. Not sure if Griffin can see how many people are in the jungle right now. Not sure if they're actually going to make this play, even though I'm not sure if it would actually be a good idea or not. And it looks like IG has taken the dragon. What would some questions for me be before or after the interviews? Because they don't really do an interview before the game, right? I don't know what idiot decided to start doing it before the game, but I would only do it afterwards. I would be like, hey, so what do you think? Oh, God. What do you think you guys did especially well? Do you think you should have had more map awareness? Or actually, I would interview the losers and the winners, you know? Because then you can get both of them without doing an interview before, so you don't release their strategies. Like, I would do an interview with Griffin, and I would do an interview with IG. Be like, hey, what do you think you guys did? No, I would ask the losers first. I would be like, hey, so Griffin, what do you guys think you can do better next time? And they'll say whatever the fuck they want to say. And then after that, I'll be like, hey, congratulations, IG. So what do you think you did the best during this game compared to what Griffin did? And, like, I don't know if it would be a good idea or not to be like, yeah, I just talked to Griffin and they said this. You know, like, your job is to keep the peace, not, like, to instigate fights. That's what Reddit is for. Reddit is here to shit on everybody. Okay? So, I mean, I do really like what a lot of the streamers do, which is they'll be like, hey, so you guys see the front page of Reddit? So, like, as a journalist, I don't think you need to be doing that. If you do it, then what's the point of having the streamers do it, right? You guys are really, really fucking bad. Like, this is why I said she was shit. That's just an idiot. So is Papa Smithy. Papa Smithy? Smitty? I don't fucking know. Anyways, and then Freak is just like, well, you know, I don't gamble, bro, so I don't really want to be involved in this shit right now. Just trying to do my goddamn job and live a peaceful life because I love this game. Oh no, Jeff's just trying to get as many bitches as possible, and Papa Smitty is fucking Indian, so we all know this fucking weird shit he's up to. I'm not racist, I'm just saying. We've all met very, very peaceful Indian women who want nothing to do with anything but to do their fucking job and to be left alone. Like, they don't really want to flirt with you, they don't really want to talk to you, they just want to do their job, get the money, and go home. And then there's Indian people that are like trying to flirt with everyone, trying to be nice to everyone, and then start using that as a way to blackmail people. Ugh. There's two very different types of Indian people. Indian people who are honest and hardworking, and then Indian people who wishes they were white. And then there's white people who are all very, very peaceful and very professional and follow the law. And then there's white people who are like, yeah, I'm a crackhead, so what, bitch? Anyways. They're usually the type of people to go to Burning Man and any kind of rave. Thank God for organized crime, huh? Because I don't know what the fuck to do with them. Anyways, I'm gonna go. That was kind of a boring game to watch in my opinion. I'm pretty sure you guys like it, but at the same time, I could have just so easily just watched it on Twitch that I don't really need to pay to go see it. And I think that's why a lot of times LCK Studios just gets boop 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 boop. Less viewers. Anyways, I'm gonna go because I'm not gonna fix your goddamn problem because, I mean, you have a college degree, you have a salary job, that's your goddamn job, right? I graduated from Stanford Business School. Okay, bitch. Figure it out then.